Hi, I'm Blitz, and this is my show called I Blitz. Today we're going to talk about a movie called Elf, starring Jim Carrey.
Wait. Oh, come on, Blitz.
Okay, for reals, don't know. This is a movie called Elf that was starring Will Ferrell, which he did really good at. And the reason I said Jim Carrey is because he was originally going to play, Buddy the Elf.
But, well, Will Ferrell still did pretty good as Buddy Elf.
Yeah, he did. This is actually how I got introduced to him in live action.
That's pretty cool. For me, it
You
was
guys-
Talladega Nights.
Nice. And you, Fish?
Curious George.
I was talking about live action wise.
Well, yes. First Curious George the movie, and then Talladega Nights.
Nice. And for live action, yeah, of course with animation, of course, was Megamind for me.
Same. Megamind.
Like I already said, me.
But yeah, I first saw this movie back in 2017. Yes, I know it was a movie from way back ago, but I officially saw it in 2017 in class because this was around December. Everybody was sitting in their seats. We would watch this movie on the big screen, and yeah, it was pretty cool. Having snacks and everything, pretty nice.
That sounds like a heck of a party.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and here was the thing though, the table you were sitting at, right? Because this was in my math class at the time, and there was in my table there was usually 4 students around me. That was for each table. For each table, we were assigned which snacks we had to get. For me, I had to get the chips. Somebody had to get the drinks, and somebody had to get the the cupcakes or something like that. But yeah.
Oh, so you just set out the snacks then for everyone to watch and stuff. That's pretty interesting.
No, it was each table. So that was only for my table. Each other table had different things to bring in.
Oh my god, I think I remember some stuff like that too.
Yeah.
I remember the good old days back in my school when I was a kid. We had Christmas parties. You didn't have to bring any homework or do any schoolwork. You dressed up nice, get some pictures around the tree. You bring a gift for gift exchange. We sometimes eat breakfast. We chips and cupcakes sometimes, and watch Christmas movies. We used to do it on a projection screen. Oh boy, those were the good times, man.
Well, for us, yeah, I did say the big screen, but smartboard wise, But yeah, how did you guys first watch it?
What, Elf?
No.
Where did you guys first introduce?
Not Elf. He's talking about. Let's see, what other one? Black Christmas. Yes, Elf.
But yeah, what year?
Okay,
what age
anyway.
did you watch it?
I do not remember, but I do remember seeing it as a kid.
For me, like you, I did saw it at school. It was middle school, if I remember correctly. But
Wow, the same thing with me. It was a middle school too for me too.
and yes, this was just during the time where, of course, we were just doing all Christmas-related stuff. If there was a whole big something special in the cafeteria, and either musicians or something like that, something like that.
Musicians, huh?
Well, I think maybe because it was just so long time ago. Because the only good thing that I remember happening in school during Christmas time was when I attended elementary school and everyone was in the gymnasium. There was this big screen and we would all sing Christmas songs karaoke wise.
Oh, cool. Bet you had a blast, dude.
You have no idea how much I miss my old life. Back then when the world made sense and just everything was perfect.
Sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it doesn't. That's the way life is. It sometimes screws you up. Sometimes you have a good day, sometimes you have a bad day. It's just weird, man.
I think everybody knows that, but everybody else who continues to do so, well, good on them, since they have to be since everything about them is gold, be born with a golden spoon in their mouths, and that leads them to good lives in the future. Yay!
So, the movie basically it all started when Buddy was a little baby, basically. I believe was it an orphanage or the hospital?
Orphanage. Jinx.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
So
I said it
basically-
first.
So basically, Buddy the Elf was a baby.
Wait,
And
no,
Santa
you
Claus
didn't. I did.
No, I said it first.
No, I did.
You interrupted my speech.
Well, welcome to the club. At least I don't do that on occasion. A certain somebody does that. I don't know why, since they want to be their favorite Marvel hero.
Fine, I'll start over. Yes, basically it starts when Buddy was a little baby at the orphanage, and then Santa Claus came to visit, but Buddy, crawled out from his crib and went inside his sack. And then they go back to the North Pole, where Buddy was raised as an actual elf, but he was bigger than the other elves.
Mm-hmm. And fun fact, I learned that and behind the scenes that to make it look like they're bigger, the way the camera is, but if you look like a Zelda's camera, they're actually the far back the actors are. That's supposed to be small, but they're actually big. Just the same with the elves, like they're all like far back actually.
Yeah, it's called forced perspective.
Mm-hmm.
They do the same thing at Disneyland castles and stuff.
And of course, we see this montage of Buddy living as an elf. Like basically, there's this one scene. Of course, he's taking a shower, but it's a tiny ass shower for elves.
I know, and he has to get the water in his hands and splash it on him. That's gotta suck.
Oh, Buddy, it worked. And around this time, the late great Ed Asner got to put the Santa Claus again, which was pretty cool.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and of course I didn't know that was Ed Asner at the time. But how I got into live action was the animals starring Rob Schneider.
Yeah, for me, this is how I officially got introduced him in live action. Of course, with animation at first time, yes, it was Up.
Uh-huh.
It was a great movie. Buddy just goes to New York to find his real father, after all these years. Of course, there was, all, chaos going on at the time, because, fun fact, in the behind the scenes, when they went to New York, they didn't have permission to, film that, the whole scene. Buddy was just, running through New York. There was even this random guy that was dressed as all red. He was, bothering him.
Yeah, and just had to wear a red suit, and just have to have glasses, and have to have a white beard. I'm pretty sure any kid mistook him as Santa.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of that scene, I'm just gonna put it for later, but yeah. But he's just trying to find his dad, of course, takes a while, of course, then he eventually finds him. And we eventually see his father, and he was played by the late, James Caan?
Con.
Oh, yeah.
I still can't believe he died.
Yes, he was a great actor. How I got introduced to him was Cloud Chins and Meatballs.
Same.
Well, maybe that's how I got introduced to him and Cloud Chins and Meatballs. So of course, I didn't know who he was. Then live action was Elf.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was a great actor. When he played Buddy's real life, father, he did well. Just the attitude and overall. Hey, yeah, when they came to the dinner scene, remember that scene where he drinks all the soda? That was really good.
The burping was not Will doing it. Without the sound, Will was just but the behind the burping was the voice of Brain for Peaky the Brain, Maurice LaMarche. Of course, he wasn't credited. Screw them.
Yeah, but overall, that was a great talent from Maurice. Even though, he did the same thing for Animaniacs, basically for Wacko, for the Big Burp.
Yes.
Ah, that's probably why they hired him to do the burp for Will Ferrell.
No, you think?
And yeah, the movie had some cool, funny scenes as well. Eventually, Buddy, bothering Peter Dinklage's character. Remember that scene?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Try me again, pal. Call me Alf one more time.
He's an angry elf.
That's it. I'm gonna kick your ass.
And that's how I got introduced to Peter Dinklage in live action.
For me, it was I didn't see him in the movie yet, but while watching Ice Age 4, Countdown to Drift, that's how I got you mentioned. And when they're playing the credits roll, while seeing We Are Family, that's how I saw his face. But I didn't know that he was a little person at the time until I saw a video then. But I still like the dude. He's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he is a very cool dude.
For me in live action, it was Underdog.
Right.
And how did that go?
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, like a few notable faces here and there. The film was all right, not good, just all right.
It's pretty good to me. It's awesome that Patrick Warburton, Peter Dinklage, Jim Belushi from my childhood show, According to Jim. Yeah.
For like how I first got introduced to him, like yes, of course I got introduced to him in live action for Elfo. How I really got introduced to Peter was through the Angry Birds movie, which was a pretty cool movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
And let's not forget the scene where the birds were swimming and drinking from the pool. Of course, when they
and the mighty eagle starts pissing.
I know. And remember the scene where Chuck was scrubbing his tongue with a rock? I mean, oh man. And that was a pretty long pee as well.
Yeah. Ooh. But yeah, I just love the plot of Elf, like, you know, just trying, like, Buddy just trying to find, like, his real, like, dad. Of course, did they explain what happened to his mother or no?
No, but of course, as unknown to your dad, maybe some kind of sickness or something, maybe cancer or maybe tumor, I don't know. But yeah, I just keep a picture of her through a yearbook and stuff, and of course he had to remarry and stuff.
Yeah, and Fresh, would you like to explain, like, the ending towards it?
Well, okay. Well, you forgot one thing though. One of the most important things, like Walter Hobbs, like Buddy's real dad. He's on the naughty list, so that.
Oh right, yeah, he was like yeah.
And it showed us seeing how naughty he was, like taking the books from the nun school thing, for the children stuff and whatnot. So even as an adult, you're naughty on the naughty list.
Yeah, and you remember that scene where he's at the store? He was like, Santa, Santa. Oh man.
And I like the actor that played him. He is a really good actor.
Like the manager, yeah. And for people that were confused why his Sykes said Wanda, originally Wanda Sykes was supposed to play the manager.
Right.
But either the actor or the director liked it so much, they decided to keep it.
Yeah, like, and then Wanda Sykes later said like she regretted not being in the movie because how big a success was throughout that movie.
Wow, she pulled a freaking Billy Crystal move right there.
Yeah, because of Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah. So even though she wasn't in the movie, the guy that played the manager still did a pretty good job.
I mean, yeah, he did.
But and Wanda Sykes did, however, was in the movie instead of the manager, she could play someone else, like maybe the manager's wife or sister or something.
Yeah, that would have been good. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And let's see here. Of course. Oh yeah, remember when they were at the doctor's office?
Yes.
Oh yeah. And the doctor was played by
Jon Favreau.
Yeah, John, the director of Marvel.
Well, like he's
Also,
one of the directors, like just mostly for the Iron Man films.
Yeah. I also saw him again in a movie with Vince Vaughn called Couples Retreat. It also has Jason Bateman in it.
Also, no, you go. You go.
Say, he was also an open season.
Open season. Who did he play?
He played Riley. O'Reilly, like, you know, the Beaver.
Right.
Wow. Holy crap. I didn't know he did voice work before. Huh.
Yeah, he did. And it's funny because he also directed the 2016 Jungle Book movie.
Good for him.
Yeah. And you, Fresh?
Yeah, like in addition to like doing some voices, like when Buddy was on his way was beginning his journey to New York, he did voice that narwhal.
Yes, I did learn that. A YouTuber, Crazy Nate, he did a video of everything you missed in Elf. And the scene where he's picking gum, they actually had like hand sanitize it on a thing or the gum. And he actually had to spread it out off camera. The gum.
And another thing about what you said about him and Vince Vaughn as well. Like Vince Vaughn and Jon Favreau did another movie together, which was like Four Christmases.
Which I have a DVD of, and yes, I have seen him in it. For Christmases also has Witherspoon in it. Blitz.
Oh yeah, that's cool. And Jon Favreau was also in The Zookeeper, where he plays Jerome the bear.
Right.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jerome the bear. I was thinking of the gorilla, but yeah. Wow. Besides him, the black guy that was in Elf also played the other bear.
These connections! Holy crap!
Yeah. And if you've seen any of the Big Mama movies, the third one, the bad guy was in it, and he actually had a crush on Big Mama. Before later he found out it was actually a man inside the suit.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. That was hilarious.
Well, I think he's a pretty cool guy. I think it'd be awesome to hang out with.
He would, yeah.
And one more thing. Not in the full movie, but as a cameo, he appeared in a movie with Halle Berry called BAPS, Black American Princesses.
Oh, nice. Let's see. But yeah, this the Doctor Office scene, like this him eating like what was it?
It was just cotton balls.
Like
Yeah, but they're actually cotton candy without the food coloring in it.
Oh,
very clever.
Yeah, another thing I learned from Crazy Nate. Thank you very much. But yeah, I remember this. I remember when we did a transcript of it. Of course, I was playing Elf, and the scene where I got his fingerprint, I went, "Ow, son of a!"
Yeah. Let's see here. Another actor that was also in this movie was Andy Richner. Do you know who he is?
yes.
Is it the one that played his little brother?
No.
No, he played Morris. You know, one of Miles's co-workers. You know, Faye Dickinson's character. Like he played one of his co-workers. But yeah, he's mostly known for playing Morts from the Madagascar movies, even in the show too, which was pretty nice.
Well, it makes sense because you can recognize his voice throughout Princess of Madagascar and All Hail King Julian. And the women, the women, we will always treat with respect.
Let's see here. He was also. Oh no, go ahead.
Alright, yeah, just helping you out too. Like he was also in movies like Talladega Nights and Aliens in the Attic.
Right, he was. Let's see here. Any notable ones? Oh yeah, that's a funny joke. He played Spider-Man in Robot Chicken.
Really?
Yeah. That's let's see here. He was also in Bob's Burgers, King of the Hill. Let's see. Any other ones? Yeah. He was also in Justice League Action from 2016. Big-Hero 6.
Justice League.
Let's see, what... Cryonis? I believe that's how you say it.
I have no idea who that is. But, Zooey Deschanel, who played the female protagonist, the one that sang, she played in Yes Man with Jim Carrey.
Jovi. It's Jovi. And it's Zoe.
Yeah.
She was also in Trolls, Surf's Up. I'll bet you she played that female penguin.
Yes.
And
let's not forget who played Will Ferrell's elf father, Bob Newhart.
yes, a great legend.
Yeah, that's one of the movies I got Dustrom in. Also got Dustrom where he made a minor cameo in the movie Horrible Bosses, where he was just a Batman's new boss.
Well, I see. And
There's
another thing
also,
about... Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
There's also in Big Bang Theory.
Oh yeah, which episode?
Well, he met multiple episodes. He I played Professor Proton.
Oh, Sheldon's hero.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. And
He's also in Legally Blonde too.
nice. Oh yeah, I just want to add it to Zoe. Like, yeah, I was really surprised when I found this out that about her brother-in-law. Like, her brother-in-law is David Hornsby, the voice of Wildvine and Fanboy.
Right.
Her brother-in-law, huh? That's
Yeah.
pretty spot on.
I was really shocked. Like, yeah. Let's see here. Oh yeah. The actor that played Ralphie from A Christmas Story was also in the movie.
Oh yeah, that's right. Of course, we didn't realize that was him because he's all grown up. But when we found out, holy crap, he actually looks good as an adult.
Just just going through the ages. Like, yes, he got the honor of playing, like, being in, like, I believe, 2 Christmas movies.
Well, yeah. Of course, he's now grown up. Now he's in HBO Max. Of a brand new Christmas Story.
And of course, like, first I was pretty surprised when I told him this. He was also in, Spider-Man Far From Home. Like,
Right, he did tell me that.
Yeah, he played one of Vulture's assistants.
Wait, you said Far From.
Oh, no, hold on, I got that. It was Mysterio.
But yes, now you got it.
So I mean, No Way Home then?
No. I mix it up. Like, yeah, and Far From Home, like, Mysterio, like, he played one of Mysterio's, like, assistants, like, helping him out.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Anybody else that you know from the cast?
There was Kyle Gass. Yeah, I was surprised to see him, and of course Kyle Gass along with Jack Black, they form a band called Tenacious D.
Cool.
And
I'll be back.
Alright.
Is the camera still rolling?
It's on now.
Okay, also to this, there was originally supposed, they offered Will Ferrell to do an Elf 2, but he didn't really want to do it.
Why?
I don't know, I don't know what was the reason, I'll just search it up myself, because in Elf 2, what would be the story of that, though?
Well, maybe the kid they had together would grow up, and he would have an adventure, I guess? I don't know.
Probably.
Who knows?
Okay.
Maybe... what do you find?
Okay, it says here, Will Ferrell was offered $29 million to come back for an Elf 2, but he declined it, stating that he couldn't honestly promote what he felt was a, kind of a good or bad, sequel. And Ferrell's words, I would have to promote the movie, for an honest place. Oh no, it's not good and all that, But he does have a point. As we said before, what would be the plot of, Elf 2? Because, yes, he found his father, and, he saved Christmas, What would be, more of it?
I don't know, but it's just one of those movies that don't need a sequel, really.
I mean, yes. I mean, look at Toy Story 3. It didn't need, another movie after that, but of course, because... I mean, Toy Story 4 was really decent, I just feel like they should have stuck, with the third one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, overall, what does this movie bring to you, the joy of it?
Well, how good the story plot is, the scenes and stuff. It was just that great.
Mm-hmm. And you first?
Well, yeah, just of course, family and love and believing. That's all that is. What about yourself?
For me, honestly, seeing the movie the first time years ago, yeah, a very classic movie along with Home Alone, The Grinch, anything else that comes along with it. It's a really good movie to watch during the holidays. You can't deny it. It's a really good movie.
You bet your arse, man. You bet your arse.
But think about this. We were almost gonna get Jim Carrey as Buddy the Elf. Now that would have been Will Ferrell, but 2 times on drugs.
Well, I mean, Jim Carrey is one of the greatest. I'm sure he'll pull something off. It might made him pretty more hilarious. But Will Ferrell is just much more fitting. But, however, even though Jim Carrey was not the role of Elf, maybe it could have been in the movie in any other way.
Imagine Elf, but it started with 2 brothers. Actually, it was Buddy and his brother, that was played by Jim Carrey. Imagine that plot line.
Oh yeah, imagine that plot twist. Like, wait, I had another kid I didn't know about?
That should have been Elf too. Like, yes, I found out I had it delivered, and now we must go find it.
Yeah, but Will Ferrell declined being an Elf too, so we're not going to be able to have it.
Well, what can you do? Like, other than that, like, overall score, I have to give it a 1,000 out of 10.
Me too. It's just that awesome.
Yeah, agreed.
Man, I can't wait to watch it. Like during the holidays when my school break comes in, and just watching the Christmas movies and all that. Because yes, I have a lot of Christmas movies recorded.
Nice.